Hey everybody, welcome to the second devlog on New Haven and part 2 on the Bunny Chronicles. The support even over the past day has been so cool to see on the last video. I'm at 9 subscribers now, almost 10, so I'm pretty much famous at this point. But yeah, jokes aside, today we're just going to be rigging the bunny up. I don't think we're really going to be finalizing the model too much. We're just going to be focusing on, like I said, rigging, getting the animation set up, and mostly putting some code together to get our little bunny running around. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, what I'm doing now is I've just thrown on an armature, and I've pulled out a few bones and created the feet and the head, as you can see. The most important thing I'd say with rigs is to keep the hip in mind. Some people also call it the root bone. The way rigs work is they are either forward kinematic or inverse kinematic. The way this works is the bones generate a direction, either backwards or forwards on the bone structure, and that determines the positions and the rotations of the relative bones either in front or behind them. So right now we're just going for a traditional FK setup. So yeah, you'll see our main bone is the back of the bunny, and yeah, everything sort of just works off that. It's also really good to know if you grab the hip bone, you will move the whole armature. So usually in a case where you want to shift the transform of, say, a ragdoll, grabbing it by the hip would be the best way to do that. So yeah, I wasn't supposed to work on the model, but texture painting is so much fun. Luckily it helped me discover some errors I had made with the UVs. That's why it's always so important to test your model as much as possible, especially when working with clients. And yeah, that's all fixed up now, so let's move on to the animations. So what I'm doing now is creating a basic run and idle animation. I will be using non-linear action strips. These are pretty cool. They allow you to pretty much save animations individually, including their keyframes and naming. So when I export to Unity, this will all be handled automatically, which is super great for workflow and makes it easy to, iterate on animations down the line. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's export it into Unity and we can start with our material setup and our scripting. So yeah, now we have our bunny in Unity and we're just gonna apply our cartoon material, and from there we're gonna start on our scripting. One quick thing I forgot before we start scripting is I just have to apply the animations quickly. So yeah, our bunny rabbit is looking super cute. One issue that is immediately noticeable is he's definitely way too large. So now we have our idle animation working and our bunny rabbit is scaled correctly. So now what we're gonna do is just set up a rigid body so this bunny rabbit has some physics. So yeah, what I'm checking now is just the physics and how they are behaving according to their constraints. You can see I forgot to constrain it on one direction correctly. So yeah, this was a pretty common mistake for me in the beginning. So if anyone's starting out and they apply a rigid body to one of their characters or creatures and they just end up rolling all crazy, what you need to do is go into the rigid body settings on the object and constrain it on the relative axes that you do not want it to rotate on. So what I'm doing now is applying a nav mesh to the terrain object, as well as attaching a nav agent to the bunny. As you also see, when I scaled down the bunny, it seemed to scale towards the direction of the hip, so it pulled my object back in Blender from the world origin. So we're just going to realign that quickly and go from there. Simple mistakes.
I know what I'm doing.
So yeah, now we're gonna start with the scripting. By start with the scripting, I mean we're gonna steal some code from a forum. I'm very inexperienced with using nav mesh, so to work from a template seems like a better idea. I'd suggest if you can't read code to do as much as you can to write code from scratch. But if you're prototyping and you're putting things together, there's no need to, stress yourself if you're not a programmer. Like I'm mostly focused in art. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna steal and borrow and give thanks to this awesome piece of code made by a guy called CNC96. Luckily, Unity will update the code if it is written correctly. So yeah, we're just gonna bring that in and hope it works. And from there, we're gonna retrofit and change the code to what we need. So yeah, our bunny is now running around and the AI is working. It's super simple for now, but I am so stoked. It looks super cute running around. Adds so much life to the environment. Yeah, I still have a lot of things planned. They definitely need to scatter away from people, and spawning and despawning I still have to handle, but there's certain variables that I'd like to control those things, so it's not super necessary right now. So yeah, I'm super happy with the progress for today. Our critter is running around the world. It's still super simple, but plenty sufficient for now. The next video is gonna cover all the features that are planned for the demo that's coming out in June next month. And yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. And oh yeah, one last thing, if you would like to support me, I do have assets that I sell, as well as a free PSX style asset pack that anybody can use in their project. I'll provide those links below. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.